This is why you'll never get rich working your 9 to 5. If you don't know, I'm Lanisha Marie, aka the Fly Coach, that stands for Fulfilling Living Year Round. Fulfilling living is all about living intentionally and on purpose. And I want you to live your very best fly life. And how do we do that? By flying spiritually, mentally, physically, financially, and professionally. Yes, I want you to thrive in all of those areas. But today, we're talking about how to fly financially. Okay. Before I get into this information, though, I want you to do me a favor. Go ahead and like, subscribe, share, do all of the things if you want to hear more content like this. Okay. All right, so let's get into it. So, my corporate background is human resources. So, when I tell you that I know what it is to go through pay raises, pay increases, offer negotiations, I know what it means to review compensation. I know what it means to, when you're going through that merit increase, the company is trying to decide who gets 5%, who gets 2%, who gets 1%, and who just doesn't meet and gets 0%. I've been in those conversations. I've been in those rooms. I've been in the spaces with senior leadership, executive leadership, as they are making a decision about you and your money. Okay. And so, while this is not quit your job day, as a full time entrepreneur, I will never tell anybody to just up and quit your job. I told you this is about being intentional and living an intentional life. So, for the individuals that maybe want to have a goal to work their way out of corporate America or out of their 9 to 5, great. For the individuals that maybe enjoy your job, but you want to earn additional income, you want to add additional streams of income, this video is for you. And why does that matter? Is because we know that the cost of living is going up with inflation. We know food prices are going up. We know that layoffs happen, restructures happen. We know all of this is possible, right? And so while we know that this could potentially happen and we don't know when, for some reason, individuals still choose not to take the proper steps in order to set their families and themselves up for success. So we are going to debunk a couple of things right here. And like I said, this is a safe space, okay? I am not here to bash because, like I said, I'm a corporate HR professional. I was making six figures. And then one day I came back from Grenada, and this is a shameless plug, okay? And this is a free plug. I promise you, my travel clients, if you're not a travel client, you don't get recommendations from me. But if you're watching this video, you're getting a free recommendation. So you're welcome. But I came back from Grenada, which I absolutely love that island. It has one of my favorite beaches there. And I was day one back from my vacation. And you know, when you come back from vacation, you have that vacation glow. Okay. You are just excited. You're like re energized. You're ready to get back to work because you just got away. And now we're back. But oftentimes, when you come back from vacation, you're getting unburied from the emails. And in working in HR, I can tell you the emails are nonstop. They go crazy working in HR. And so I was working my way through my emails, and it was on that very day that I was called to have a virtual meeting because your girl was sick. Okay. I chose not to come into the office because I'm like, y'all, I'm feeling a little bit sick and I just don't want to get anybody sick. So to, be safe, this was in at the end of April of 2023. I'm like, just to be safe, I'm just going to stay home for like a day or two just to make sure that I'm okay before I come back in the office. Well, that put a monkey wrench in their plan because they had to schedule a virtual meeting with me. And that's when they informed me that my role was no longer needed because the company was going through a restructure. Now, mind you, I knew the company was going through restructure because I was working on a lot of the details. But one of the questions that I was always asking that I never got an answer to was, what does this mean in terms of headcount? And I kept asking that question just across the organization as a whole, but they never answered the question. And so fast forward to the day that they tell me my role is no longer needed. It's like, well, that's why you couldn't tell me. But here's the thing, guys. I knew that something could happen. I knew that with a restructure, it was possible that someone would potentially lose their job, but I just did not think it would be me. And there are so many people that go through this, so many people that don't even know this is happening behind the scenes, that conversations are happening behind the scenes. But like I said, I got into HR because I wanted to be nosy. I wanted to know what was going on. And I have gone through several different reduction in forces, but I was never impacted. And so I just didn't expect that day to be me. And so this is why with the uncertainty of jobs, with the increase in prices, but not the same increase in pay, it is so important to have an additional stream of income. And you will absolutely never get rich working a 9 to 5. So let's get into the top 10 reasons or the top 10 myths that individuals have when it comes to network marketing. So network marketing is just one of the business and income streams that I have. I have several different income streams, but I'll maybe do different videos about that. But this one is specifically about network marketing because it is one of the businesses that has created so many 6 and 7-figure earners in a collapsed amount of time. But it is also an industry that gets a bad rep. And so I'm here to debunk a lot of the myths that I hear, a lot of the incorrect information that I hear. And I also want to share it from an HR perspective as well. Okay. So please know these top 10, and I wanted to make notes because I wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything for y'all because I am giving you the info. So they're not in any particular order. So just because it's number 1 doesn't mean it's the most important. If it's number 10, it's all 10 are important. Okay. So listen up. So number 1, one of the myths that I hear working in this industry is that network marketers profit off of you. And this is why there is fallacy in that statement. Okay. Please understand when you're working in a traditional business, again, I'm speaking from an HR perspective. When you're working in a traditional business, someone is profiting off your work. Surprise, surprise. Guess what? There is a founder, there is a CEO, there are boards of directors. And this is the other thing that gets me is because working in HR, I've had to put together so many different org charts. And it's like, you think somebody is profiting off you in network marketing, but they're not profiting off of you in your job? No, they are absolutely profiting off of you in your job. And guess what? I want you to do me a favor. I want you to pull out that org chart, and I want to see where your name is in relation to the top. Because I can tell you working in HR, 9 times out of 10, the individuals that don't believe in additional streams of income, that say anything about network marketing, are the individuals that are towards the bottom of that org chart, which guess what? You need people to have at different levels in order to get the work done. It's literally organizations are built in a pyramid structure. See, there's nothing illegal with a pyramid structure, but a pyramid scheme and scam, now that's something different, but I think I'll get into that in a different point. But I just wanted to talk about right now about how individuals think that in network marketing, someone profits off you. Guess what? Everybody profits. Your company is profiting off of you. Okay. And I don't want you to be surprised. And if you didn't know that, then we need to have a different conversation, honestly and truthfully. Okay. But understand that when you work in network marketing, you have the power to build your own income despite the person that introduced you to the business, which is often called an upline, a sponsor, a mentor, a coach, several different words, but you're able to make more money than them. And I can tell you in that job, they are never going to sit you down and say, Lanisha, this is how you can take my job. They're never going to sit you down and say, okay, I'm going to get you to 6 figures. They're never going to say that. Okay. But I can tell you working in network marketing, there's literally no gatekeeping in the organization that I work in. Remember, I can only speak for my organization. I can tell you I've been in other organizations and it was not that great. I've heard different stories and different things. I can only tell you about the experience that I am in. I can only tell you about the organization that I am in, and they just want to help. And literally for the same amount of money, we all have the same access. We all have the same tools. There's nobody's left. It's just, are you willing to do the work or not? Okay. But just know that it's about collaboration in the organization I work in. It's about collaboration. Yes, we have friendly competition, but I'm more than able to make more, and I actually do, than the person that introduced me into this business. Okay. So that's the first one. Number two, I already touched on this in the first one. It's a pyramid scheme. Like I said, in organizations, they all have a pyramid structure. Okay. There's nothing illegal about a pyramid structure. You have the CEO, executive directors, senior vice presidents, senior manager, line manager, line supervisor, employee. And where are you? And sometimes it's even bigger than that. So I just kind of simplified it. But tell me where you are on your org chart, and are you at the top? Or do you have the ability to even get to the top? Do you have a pathway to get there? Do you have a career pathway to know how you can become your boss, how you can go into your boss's position, or how you can go into their boss's position, or how you can work your way up to executive director? Do you have the pathway for that? I can tell you most often not, because companies are really working to put that together now. And why do I know? Because I do consulting. I've worked in HR. And these are conversations that the companies still don't know, is how to get you from where you are to where you want to be. But in network marketing, we can tell you exactly what you need to do and how you can get there. And we can show you the way, and you have the tools to be successful in order to do it. And you can do it in a short amount of period of time. I can use myself as an example. So within less than 2 years' time, I received 4 promotions. That because I did the work. I got the paid, and I got the promotion. That doesn't happen in 9 to 5. It just doesn't. And so a lot of individuals get confused on pyramid structure versus a pyramid scheme or scam. Understand that a pyramid scam is when there's an exchange of money, but there is no exchange of a product or service. In my business, we sell travel. Okay. Other network marketing companies sell other different products and different things. So if you are exchanging money and no one is getting a product or service, then that, my friend, is a scam. Okay. But in my organization, we have booked over $4.5 billion in travel. And so doesn't sound like a scam to me. All right, let's move on to number 3. Only people at the top make money. Guess what, y'all? Only the people in the traditional 9 to 5 make the most money. You will never find an employee, a lower level employee, making more than the executive director or those vice presidents. And guess what? I'm gonna clue y'all in. Have you heard about bonuses? So if you don't know, a lot of these companies have a bonus structure in which they make buku dollars. And it almost often does not roll down to the employees. So I'm sorry, y'all. This video I'm just revealing the secrets. Okay. I'm telling y'all what it's like working on the HR side and how it translates to business, and why it's important that you add additional income streams into your household, because you will never get rich just working that job. Okay. So understand that in network marketing, your income reflects your effort, not your position, not your title, the work that you do. So many times I hear people say, well, this doesn't work. And then when I ask them, what did they do? What work did they put in? They always almost often say none. And so it's not a surprise that if you do no work, you get no money. You're not getting paid. If you did no work and you did get paid, then that I would be saying, is that a scam? Because what is that about? And so ask the most wealthiest person. Think right now in your mind, the most wealthiest person that you can think of, and ask yourself, did they get there by doing zero work? The answer is no. So if the mere fact that you think that you could just get rich and have all this income and you're not doing anything is pure delusion. It's just delusion, but that's okay. That's why you're watching this video, so you can get enlightened, because I want you to move beyond that. I want to challenge some mindsets, some thought processes and ideologies, because I want to see you win. I want you to do and be everything that you want to be. I want you to live the fly life. But in order to do that, we have to be honest with ourselves, okay? Myth number 4 that we're going to touch on: it's not a real business. Please understand that working in network marketing, It is an absolute business because guess what? You have to do all of the same things. How do I know that? Because I operate other businesses outside of my network marketing business, and I'm doing the exact same thing. I have to look for clients, right? For my consulting and coaching company. I have to market my company. I have to reach out and share and ask for referrals. I have to show up. So the same thing that I have to do in my network marketing business is the same thing that I have to do in my other businesses. So to say that it's not real, what I can say is that in network marketing, you get the tools and you get the resources. You get all of the marketing materials, the systems, the access, the customers. At least in my organization, you get all of the marketing, all of the access to the vendors and suppliers. You get access to all of the customer service. You get the payment gateway. You get all of these things. In my other business, I had to pay for that. In my network company, it includes insurance. It literally includes everything you need to run a business. Whereas in my traditional business, I had to put my money up. I had to pay for those things and continue to pay for those things. And so in my network marketing company, it's all included for a very low price. I pay a fraction of the cost for my network marketing business than I do for my other businesses. And I'm like, I pay this readily because I understand business and I understand how it works. But guess what? So to say it's not a business, the one thing that I also say is that if you are not able to take the tools that are given to you in a network marketing company and make money from it, then and you say that you want to start your own business, I seriously tell you to pause. I seriously tell you to rethink that. Because if you're not able to use a turnkey business to make money, then the likelihood of you starting from the ground up and making money, it can still happen. It's going to take a lot longer. It's going to take a lot longer. I'm just being honest. And so let's be real. So we're just talking. The other things is that it does require a strategy. Network marketing requires a strategy, just as with any business. But like I said, it's more accessible in network marketing. So it's a turnkey business, but that doesn't make it any less of a business. It just means that you don't have to do all of that upfront work in order to be successful. In this business, we have a 12-month profit guarantee. In my other businesses, and in any other business, there's no such thing as a guarantee. There is no such thing as a profit guarantee. You spend the money, you put down in your investment, and you're hoping and praying that you get that money back. But over here in this organization that I'm in, they're telling you, guess what? You're going to make a profit in the first 12 months, if not a lot sooner, because that's my goal. Look, I don't like to wait until the 12 months. No, we're getting this return in the first 3 months, if not less. Okay. We're getting this return in the first 6 months, but know that you have 12 months to get a profit on your return and get a return on your investment. So, and if you don't, they cut you a check for the difference, which no other company will do that. Number 5, you have to be super salesy and extroverted. No, you don't. I tell people I am the worst salesperson. I am literally the worst salesperson. I've worked in sales positions. I've worked in jobs where I've had to work 100% commission, and I did the bare minimum. Okay. I'm not a salesperson. I do not like to convince people to do something. I want them to be convinced already. And that is why I work in the industry that I work in, which is travel, is because people are already convinced. People are already wanting to travel. People are already wanting to go. So I don't have to convince you on that. Now, the question is, do you want to actually spend money to do so? Because Lanisha's going to catch a flight. But there's a lot of people that are dream travelers, and it's in their dreams that they really want to travel. But again, they're not, their money management, their time management, maybe they don't have the time. Maybe there's a variety of reasons why people don't travel, but Lanisha's getting out of here. And I can tell you, like I said, travel is a $8 trillion, almost $9 trillion industry. And we've sold over $4.5 billion in sales. People are traveling. So I don't have to be super salesy because it's what people already want to do. So I'm teaching individuals how to get paid on what people already want to do. And that's how you call, and that's how you position yourself. Number 6, you have to recruit your friends and family. I'm going to be honest. No, you don't. Do you want to offer them the opportunity? Absolutely. But you don't have to. But I would like to, because I would like to position them to earn income, because I know that I have family members that are straight up struggling, and I don't want that. Struggle is not my portion, and I don't want it to be yours either. I'm over here about abundance and overflow, and I'm all about making change and transformation. I'm all about doing something different to get different results, not complaining about struggling and then still continuing to struggle. That's a choice. And so, but you don't have to recruit your friends and family. And honestly, friends and family most often don't support you. But guess what? They also don't support you in your traditional business. They also, most of your friends and family don't even know what you do at your workplace. Okay. They don't even know what you do at your actual job. So there's really no difference. Friends and family may or may not support you, but I never go into business expecting that, because friends and family are most often the last to catch on. My friends and family are not my target audience. And as a business owner, I tell you that they should not be yours either. Okay. So, no, you don't have to recruit them. But my friends and family are more likely to trust me because I'm an integral person. They know that if I bring them something, I'm not going to set them up for success. I'm not out here scamming people. They know that if Lanisha's name is on this, then it must be something reputable. It must be something of value because she's doing this. So maybe I should check it out. And so that is when I do introduce. Okay. Number 7, let's move this along. Okay. There's no stability in network marketing. Okay. Let's talk about this. As an HR professional, you can get laid off at any moment. There's literally, job stability is the scam. Job stability literally doesn't make sense because they will let you go. They will walk you out. And I was one of those days. Okay. They will let you go without a thought. They will let you go. And see, I had a heart, because separations are never easy. I tell people, if separations are easy for you, I'm questioning, do you have a heart? Because this is people's livelihoods. This is people's, even me, my job being eliminated, that was 6 figures that got taken right out of my house. And so job stability is a scam. It's not a real thing. It's not a real thing. Because at the end of the day, it's based on the needs of the business. If they no longer need your role, then you will no longer have a job. And that's what it boils down to. And so security is never guaranteed. Network marketing, you can create your own security. And then not only that, we're teaching you how to be fiscally responsible. We're teaching you how to actually, and guess what? I didn't get financial money lessons in high school. I didn't get financial money lessons in my bachelor's degree. I didn't get financial money lessons in my master's degree. And so it wasn't until I got here, and I didn't come from a family of wealth. So my family is not telling me about it. My family isn't telling me all of these financial secrets and how I can benefit from a home-based business and how I can use that as a tax write-off. They're not giving me, my family didn't give me that information. My education did not give me that information, but I'm in a network and I'm in a community, and they're now teaching me about all of these different things so that I can set my family up for success. And guess what? When I'm making a lot of money, I'm not just spending a lot of money. It's you have to know how to manage your money, but that's what I'm learning here in this business. Number 8, let's keep going. It's a get rich quick scheme. Y'all, nothing comes fast overnight. I tell people that want to get rich quick are the individuals that have a lottery mindset. And this is why you oftentimes find individuals that win the lottery, they're soon broke because they don't know how to manage that which they have now been given and entrusted with. And so everything that's worth it requires and takes work. It requires and takes work. And guess what? Nothing worth having comes overnight, because if it's that easy to get, then it's that easy to take away. So no, I'm working for what I'm getting. Guess what? You don't get promoted overnight. You don't get raises overnight. You don't get bonuses overnight. I told y'all, as HR professionals, we sit in rooms once or twice a year with the senior leadership, and we talk about you. We talk about who deserves a promotion, who doesn't. We talk about the higher performers, the low performers. And guess what? Most often there's still a bell curve. Everybody cannot be ranked a high achiever. Everybody cannot be ranked a meets. There has to be a scale. So even if everybody on your team is exceptional, guess what? Someone is still going to be a needs improvement. Someone is still going to be a meets expectations. And then you'll probably get the 1 or 2 people that are high. That's just how it works in the 9-to-5 structure. Okay. And so for you to think that you can go into network marketing and get rich quick, do you think the same thing about your job? That you're going to go to work and you're going to get promoted tomorrow? Do you think that? No, that's not going to happen. But guess what? You can work that job for 12 months and they still won't give you a promotion. You can work that job for 12 months and they still will give you a 50-cent raise. Do you know I talked to someone and they were in the same position for over 10 years and never got promoted? Never. Can you imagine being in a position for 10 years and never receiving a promotion? That's wild. So when you start creating and adding additional income streams, when you start taking things into your own hands, when you start writing your own check, things get a little bit different. Okay. Number 9, it's too saturated and too many people are doing it. Let me tell you this. I work in the travel industry. We have over 130 agents in our particular organization, and that doesn't count all of the other host agencies and things around here. But guess what? Who you know and who I know are completely different. Our markets are completely different. I work in the luxury travel space. My niche is adults only, all inclusive, always luxury travel and unique destinations. So I have a specific niche. Some people want to only do Disney. Some people want to only do cruises. Like your niche can be what some people only want to do fitness. Some people only want to do wellness. Like whatever your niche is, that's your niche. But who you know and who I know are different. Like, yes, there may be some overlap, but I know way more people that you don't know and vice versa. I don't know who you knows. So I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about that. If that was the case, we would only have one type of bread. But how many different types of bread is in the bread aisle? A lot, because there's a different need that, or a different preference that each of those types of bread meet. And they have their target customers. And that's how I think about it, whether it's in network marketing or it's in traditional business. There's a different thing for everybody. There's a different person for everybody. There's a different market for everybody. But if you don't show up for your market, if you don't show up for your business, then no one will know that you're in business. Okay. And this is the thing. There's no secret agents around here. There are no secret entrepreneurs. Understanding the power of networking and collaboration is so key to your success. And here's a plug. I wrote an ebook about it. So I'll make sure I drop the link. Okay. Number 10, and this is the last one. It's not professional. It's not professional. That's crazy for people to say that. I work in an organization and they take professionalism very much serious. They take it so serious where it's like we could go on a meeting with the founder who is a multi-millionaire, and anybody that is not on camera gets kicked out of the Zoom. Anybody that does not show up professionally can have a conversation. And they want to teach professionalism because they want you to be able to be walking anywhere, whether it's in an airport, whether it's at the store, whatever it is. They want you to be presenting yourself in such a way that people say, are you a celebrity? What do you do? Let me tell you what it is that I do. So I don't understand what people would say was not professional. If you're building your brand, you have to lead a team, you're creating systems, you have to market. What's not professional about that? That's literally what you have to do in business. So I've worked with, let me tell you this, the higher that you go in business, the higher you go in an organization, most often the least amount of time that you have. Where we are teaching the exact opposite, that work your business. We're giving you the opportunity to create your own organization. Just like you are in someone else's organization right now, we're giving you the opportunity to create your own organization. And I understand that not everybody is ready for that. Not everybody has that particular mindset. And guess what? That is okay. I'm not talking to you. But the individuals that are like, guess what? I am built for a little bit more. I could use some additional income. I could write my own check. I could create more time freedom in my life. Like, you could be making 6 figures, but if you're working 80-hour weeks, does it matter if you're not able to even experience life? So when it comes to actually creating time, personal, and financial freedom, that is the life that we are creating. That is the Fly life. And so if you're interested in learning more, definitely, I'm going to put my links down in the description box. Tap in with me. Let's have a conversation. But most importantly, make a decision. Make a decision that you no longer want to be where you are. Where you are today, you do not want to be in that same place by the end of this year. Make that decision. And if that's you, I look forward to talking to you. So until I see you next time, have an awesome and amazing rest of your day. And I'll see you on the next YouTube Live. I'll see you on the next conversation. I'll see you in the next topic. And if there's anything else that you want me to talk about, if there's anything else that you want me to share, let me know, because this is all about us. I'm not putting this video and this information out for me because I already know it. So it's not about me. This is about we. It's about how we can fly. It's about how we can elevate and how we can soar to greater levels, greater heights in order to live our very best fly life. So I'll see you later.